Look at this screen. I just want you guys to look at the screen here. Okay. That is a stable coin. USDC pegged to $1. Look at it. Just look at it.
I'm looking.
How much does it say?
91 cents.
That's not $1, is it?
It's down 8.67%.
Ladies and gentlemen, USDC has lost its peg. As a matter of fact, when Monday comes around, this peg might get shaken even more.
Oh, you brought the word back. Shaking.
Come on now.
Woo!
We are inventing some words on this show, and only God knows where we end up. Stagnation, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're taking a look at, I guess, the unravelings of the contagion, right? The madness that is, which one is this one even? Is this Silvergate or is this Silicon Valley?
Actually, Sako is getting the double whammy from both Silvergate and Silicon Valley.
They say those who double dip will have both of their arms cut off. Oh man, we can only hope that Coinbase had an extra arm. I mean USDC or Circle.
No, Coinbase literally came out and said, "Hey, mother suckers, we have billions of dollars in Bitcoin."
Actually, Coinbase has frozen withdrawals of USDC on this platform. But let's take a look at what happened.
Binance saw this coming about a week ago because they stopped that about a week ago.
Oh, they stopped it about a week ago, didn't they? There's one thing I want to point out. It is interesting to me that some of the players in this industry that were viewed as shady or viewed as unclear are the ones that are surprisingly just powering through all this insanity.
KuCoin, baby.
I've not heard anything about KuCoin. They have come at Binance full force, still standing. USDT, non-stop investigations, still standing. Yet the ones that
have all the fate of the big banks.
And now you start to wonder, was USDC maybe leading this whole charge to continuously investigate USDT and try to bring them down?
Did you know that USDC is the one that is pushing for CBDCs?
Dirty environment.
The scammer.
Silicon Valley Bank leaves USDC bleeding. Will it impact the stablecoin market? What kind of question is that? Of course, it's going to impact the stablecoin market.
You know what's funny though? Some people take their freedoms, their stored values, for exchange of so-called APYs, annual percentage, returns, and in the process get scammed, and their entire freedoms is gone.
It's okay. I think that is fine. You must take risk. They say no risk, no gain. Sometimes to make some gains, you have to take a certain amount of risk. It's like me. Look at me. I put some money in Dogecoin. Look at me now. I'm so down low that I don't have... my bank account does not have the financial fortitude, the numerical stamina to average me down to the price that Dogecoin is hanging out right now. And I thought I was doing great.
Hey, this is your one loss in over 2 months?
It is my first loss in over 2 months. That's fine. But you see this loss that these people are experiencing right now, you cannot come back from it. Circle. You put both of your arms in the jar. Except it was a bear trap. Let's read on. USDC's market cap fell from $43.56 billion to $38 billion, a drop of over 11%. As per Nansen, Circle burned $2.34 billion worth of USDC in the past 24 hours.
This is why we don't need the banks. Okay. This is why we just need to self-custody your Bitcoin.
Listen.
Simply.
Has Circle come out yet and tell people that to calm down because they're going to cover everything?
The moment they do that, you better run.
Because usually that is the flag. So let's look at this recent tweet that they had here. They said, following the confirmation at the end of the day today that all wires initiated on Thursday to remove balances were not yet processed, 3.3 billion of the $40 billion of USDC reserves remain at SVB. As we know, SVB has now been taken by the FDIC, and that money now transferred to a whole different account.
Why am I having a headache?
So in other words, if your USDC is somewhere, you might not get it back.
Is this the way the Federal Reserve is using to accumulate Bitcoin? I'm not sure if there's their back end strategy.
I mean, they're wrecking. Okay, first of all, USDC is clear competition to CBDCs. Okay, remember this is one of the strategies people always play. They act like you're their friend. They bring you in close and then they take you out. We have seen it happen with Terra Luna. Remember, there was a nice trade about.
Bro, it happened to me in real life, man. Green Africa Airways.
See,
let's never go there.
This is strategy that scammers use all the time. They make it seem like they're friendly.
Yep.
They bring you in, they find out what is your vulnerability, and then they hit you with it.
Big time.
I think this is the same thing that is hitting Silvergate. Is the same thing that is hitting SVB. Is the same thing that is hitting freaking Coinbase. Coinbase especially. Listen.
They give everything to the government.
Coinbase think that they're done, bro. Listen, by the time Jerome is done, fiating these people over.
But Jerome is a banker himself. What's gonna be the?
No, but there is the bankers who is like the old mafia.
Yep.
The government people, the same ones that are in there.
The
World
banker.
Economic Forum.
Yeah.
They don't fiat with Coinbase.
No, you're the young guy, man.
Yes.
You're
they don't fiat with Circle. They don't fiat with Binance. They have tried it and they have failed.
Yep.
Okay. Look, USDC obviously is supposed to maintain a 1-to-1 peg with the dollar, and that is not happening right now, as you saw here.
Yep.
Now, the interesting thing is, this failure that is happening here is really tied to a fiat bank, Silicon Valley Bank, right? Which now brings us into FDIC.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
People keep saying crypto is the technology is not the issue.
Yes.
Bitcoin, the blockchain is not the issue.
Yes.
We understand that a lot of crypto is junk. There are some that want to use blockchain for improving or creating efficiencies. Different story. But the constant thing that we're seeing here is that the technologies themselves is not the issue.
Yeah.
It's the banks.
It's the banks.
That is the issue because USDC is facing this madness outside of the old Silvergate's banking situation. Now you have another Silicon Valley bank that is screwing them over as well. What did the banks do? Mess around with their money.
This is true. It's consistent.
This is why we're saying just trust the mathematics.
It's consistent.
And focus on Bitcoin, which is consistent, which is a transparent ledger, than trying to go give it to these fiat systems that will get you fiat.
Listen, the enemies of Bitcoin will fail. I continue to say it. And until these people can wake up, this is the sort of madness that we keep running into because they cannot all align themselves, right? Part of why this is happening is because Powell is over there doing his own thing.
The scammers are scamming. Right?
Yes. So there's now many moving parts. So now as you put your hand in, you don't know when it's going to get chopped.
I don't think Powell would have ever thought him increasing the interest rate to bring down inflation would have destroyed
the bank as it is. Well,
the supposedly safe bonds.
Now we know that they are not in synchronization. But another important entity comes in, FDIC.
Yeah, that is the picture that they used to try to tell everybody you can trust them.
Okay.
That is the tool they've been using.
They're supposed to be able to now insure you and pay your money back in a situation like
money
this.
In the bank is FDIC insured.
Okay, but then let's break down the situation because who is going to be getting covered here now? Because obviously the bank that has failed actually loan most of its money to venture capital, and most of venture capital is over $250,000, which means that these things that the FDIC is supposed to be insuring, like checking accounts, negotiable order of withdrawal, savings account, money market, certificate of deposits, cash, all of these things are not really something that seems that will be needing to be covered. However, there is this feeling that these people will still get bailed out, not under FDIC though.
They did it during 2008 because FDIC could not, even AIG, the biggest insurance company, could not insure nothing. I listened to Kramer. I went and bought AIG, guys. I went and bought Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And I lost a lot of money.
But then, so now when you look at it then, okay, when these people decide to pay this money or sort of try to bail out this environment so that everything does not freaking crash on its face, or maybe they'll let it crash on its face. I would like to see that. I don't think that they have the testicular fortitude to allow such a thing to roll. But when they go now to bail out these people, are they not counterfeiting money in order to?
Where's the money gonna come from? It's not like it came from some sort of GDP. Mm-hmm. They have to print the money, man.
They have to print the money. Okay, so it seems then like would you say it's probably a decent strategy before that money is printed, and considering the massive crash that is going on right now, to maybe strategically align yourself within some stocks that will recover if that recovery comes through?
That is an exit plan. That's a good. That's not even an exit plan. That is a recovery strategy.
Yes, it's
like at this point, I know a lot of people will be trying to run to the bank to withdraw their money. Yeah. Like, just give me the paper money so I can save it.
Yeah.
But you already know, if you go to the bank right now and ask for $5,000, they will say, no, we need to go and sign this paper and talk to this. People want their money, like, at least let me see my money.
Yes.
Which is fake banks, money. But exactly, that's not going to happen. So where do you transfer your money in this current situation? Because you can go and transfer it to another bank, and we're about to find out. We already did a video about it. This is a contagion effect. Other banks are going to get impacted. Just think about it. Silicon Valley Bank is the bank for all the startups, for tech, for the agro world, for the medical world. Yeah. People are not going to be able to pay their mortgages. People are not, it's mortgage time to pay mortgage. Yeah. Increase taxes. Everything has gone up. You can't pay salaries. We got to wait for FDIC to come back and say you're insured. But startups don't have they have more than $250K in their savings accounts.
Yeah. And the rest of that money is in all these other assets that would negatively impact the rest of the economy.
Jesus Christ.
Whew, what a time to be alive. So, obviously, the FDIC, independent agency of the United States government. What do you mean by independent agency of the United States government? Is that the same thing as the Feds? Yeah. Okay, so it's an independent agency.
They get to work with the Treasury to get more money out.
Right. Not a government entity. Okay. So this FDIC protects depositors of insured banks located in the United States against the loss of their deposit. If an insured bank fails, we're currently looking at an insured bank which has failed, two insured banks which have failed, and they will not be getting. Well, I guess FDIC said it from the get-go, right? Up to $250,000.
We told you, man. Yes. $250,000 is
so
nothing.
Please, let's play by the rules, huh? Don't try to bail these people out. Just let it ride.
Yeah, don't move the goalposts. Let's see what happens.
Let the rules play out like they should. Ridiculous. Other thoughts on this? Because I think I'm looking at this now and I'm just like, this is freaking bullshit, man.
We have a video here, a slide here about the 10 banks that this could impact.
Oh, yes. Some other banks that could get impacted by this thing. So this is from Market Watch. Take it with a, healthy grain of salt. Yeah. Just because Market Watch.
I think if you scroll up, I think they actually listed all of them up there as well.
Let's see. So we have red margin flags, banks with red margin flags, right? We have,
and
let's see. Here we are.
Yep.
All right. So we have Consumers Bank Corp, First Republic Bank, Sandy Spring Bank Corp. And they're over there in the, that is a black-owned bank, isn't it? Oh man, they are. Oh man, that's sad.
Black people about to get fucked.
Listen, man.
No, my bank is there. Ally.
Oh yeah,
that's where all my money is.
Oh really? I recommend you start transferring it now.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna transfer it to? Bank of America? Bank of America's on the list too.
No. Most margin improvement. You can come down here. These are good banks. You see here. You can move it to Comerica in Texas. I'm familiar with those guys. They have one small building like that. You can go to First Horizon. There's M&T, Stella, Enterprise, Berkshire. No, don't go to Berkshire.
Don't go to M&T too. M&T gas.
Listen, there's Texas Capital, there's Wintrust, there's WFS. You know what I'm saying? You can at least go here, at least until you get to that point where they're getting wrecked.
So, if Ally is getting fucked, for sure, Sophie is gonna get fucked. Get Fiat.
Yeah.
Golly. Scroll back up again. Let me see which banks are getting.
Yes, let's roll up there, man. You're just gonna relocate them funds,
Oh my goodness. Whew. Monday's gonna be Interesting.
Ally Bank excommunicated me back when the Robin Hood thing happened, and
And they're gonna have to rescue. They're gonna have to do some rescue, man.
Yeah, there's gonna have to be some rescuing on this one.
They're gonna have to rescue these guys.
Absolutely ridiculous, atrocious. And I think one thing with this sort of situations is that it is a domino effect. As one starts going down, then there's more. And when people start finding out that they cannot withdraw money, then there's a domino effect of more people wanting to withdraw money.
Ally does not have a physical bank that I can go to withdraw any money.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
And it takes 3 days to 5 days to move money from one bank to another.
Well, I'll point this out.
And I still have to go create another bank somewhere else.
No. I'll point this out. Maybe there's a reason Cash App and Strike increased those limits. Yes, because now you can just link your account and just transfer all of it at once.
Ooh.
Yes. So something is definitely happening and people are definitely throwing signs, and it's definitely a good idea to follow the arrow. Final thoughts as you pontificate upon the state
of my money.
Of your money. Yeah.
Folks, we are fiat.
We are fiat.
We have changed the fuck letter with fiat.
Yes, that's where we are standing right now. Okay, so personally, I've moved a lot of things to Bitcoin, but the unfortunate thing is, it seems that every time I move some stuff to Bitcoin and the big ass candle drops, it's fine. Okay,
it's just one Bitcoin. We know that.
Bitcoin will come back when I am 65 years old,
and I'll be fucking rich by then.
Yes, and I'll just buy 7 Lambos on the spot.
No, man, just buy land. I think land is the only
What am I gonna do with land, bro? I'm 65 years old. I'm closing my...
You get buried on it.
I don't care, bro. Like, just... Hell, you know what I mean? We're burning that money. Nothing but strippers and cocaine. Okay. Listen. USDC, I feel like we've gone so far, of course, on this video. USDC has lost its peg. It's absolutely ridiculous. Try to look for ways to protect your money is really what it comes down to. And as far as I'm concerned, okay, there is only one coin that is still operating the way it was designed from day one. I get it. It has pulled back in price, but we also see that this is the volatility market, right? Mm-hmm. And there are possibilities of what can happen. Is it likely that the government is just going to watch these people, or the feds are just going to watch these banks just crash and burn? Unlikely. Because I think that this thing keeps... it's a domino situation. As you can see, all of it is connected. So
if all these banks failed, America is done. Man.
Yeah. So they're going to have to save themselves. I think that for me, I'm just more thinking about the next 5 moves down the road. Final thoughts. Let's wrap this video up.
You already had to final thought. I told you, man. We're fiat.
Okay. We are fiat, destroyed, wrecked. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Brazen out. Double O is stressed right now, man. He just realized that his bank might not open tomorrow. Has the app even worked on your phone?
You know how they be crashing talking about the having maintenance crap.
I recommend you check it out, man. If it's in that situation right now, I'm very scared for you, bro.
What are you gonna do? Hey, wait a second. I'm FDIC insured. I don't have that kind of level of money in there.
Listen, poverty crew. We have some times that we win. Abi? Look at that. Don't worry about it. Oh man, absolutely incredible. Well, listen, that situation is off.
I'll take that.
I'm dead as shit, man. Wow, that's too funny.
I was like, how much money do I have in there again? Okay, is that insured? Okay, yes. It adds up. It's still below. A little bit below. Man,
he had $250,001 in there, so he's just going to lose $1. There we go. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to all the centralized entities below, which has our name on it. Brazen out.
Double O out.